Welcome back, students. We are currently understanding finite verbs, and in the previous class we understood model auxiliaries. Today in this class we will understand primary auxiliaries. What are primary auxiliaries? Primary auxiliaries means basic helping verbs. Primary auxiliaries are actually basic helping verbs. These help us in various ways for writing the sentences of different type of tenses. Basically, there are three type of primary auxiliaries. There are three types of primary auxiliaries. What are these three types? Number one, be and their forms. Be and their forms. What are these? Is, am, are, was, were. Then have and be and its forms, have and its forms. Have and its forms. Have is having three forms: has, have, had. There is yet another verb, do, and its forms: do, does, did. So what are primary auxiliaries? These are actually basic helping verbs. These are of three types. Be and its forms: is, am, are, was, were. Have and its forms: has, have, had. Do and its forms: do, does, and did. Now, how these are used? Be and its forms are used to make simple present, simple present, simple present, simple past, present continuous, and past continuous tenses. Be and its forms are used to make simple present, simple past, and present continuous as well as past continuous tenses. These are used with the main verbs for making such type of tenses. Example: he is playing in the field. He is playing in the field. This is another example. He was going to Delhi. He is playing in the field. He was going to Delhi. So here you can see that present continuous and past continuous tenses are made with the help of these. Let us move further and see some other examples. Those who want to note it down, they may do so. There are three types of primary auxiliaries: be and its forms, is, am, are, was, were; have and its forms, has, have, had; do and its forms, do, does, did. Be and its forms are used to make simple present, simple past, present continuous and past continuous tenses. He is playing in the field. He was going to Delhi. Let us see some other examples. He is not doing his work. He is not doing his work. He was not playing in the field. Other type of auxiliaries has, have. These are made to use perfect tenses. These are used in perfect tenses. Has, have, and had. These are basically used to make perfect tenses. I have eaten my food. He had done his work. He has been playing for an hour. He had finished his project. I have eaten my food. This is the present perfect tense. This is past perfect tense. This is present perfect continuous. And he had finished this. This is a past perfect. So here we can see the uses of primary auxiliary has, have, had. Its different forms are used in making tenses of perfect and perfect continuous. Let's have a quick revision. He is not doing his work. He was not playing in the field. Now see some examples of simple present. He does not go to school. He does not go to school. So here we can see uses of auxiliary do and does. He did go to school. He did not eat his food. So here you can see uses of auxiliary do. Uses of auxiliary do. Auxiliary do is also used to make interrogative sentences. Does he go there? Do they eat their food? So here you can see examples of interrogative sentences. Now let us have a quick recap of this page. Here we have understood how auxiliary do is used to make negative and interrogative sentences. Negative and interrogative sentences of present and past are made with the help of do. Now let us move forward and understand some other examples. If there is a sentence, he is a doctor, she was present there, they were his friends. Here you can see is, was, were. All these sentences are of present tense, simple present tense, simple present and past tense. These two are simple past tense and this is the simple present tense. Simple present and this is simple past. So these are of simple present or simple past tense, but here is, was, were. These are not the auxiliaries, primary auxiliaries. Although these are of the form of be, but these are not the primary auxiliaries. What are these? These are, why these are not primary auxiliaries? Because these are the main verbs. No other verb has been used with these primary auxiliaries. That's why these are not primary auxiliaries, because here these are working itself as the main verb. So what are these here? These are called, these are linking verbs. What are these? These are linking verbs. So now we will understand what are linking verbs and what is the difference between linking verbs and primary auxiliaries. Although is, was, were, these are forms of be and be is primary auxiliary. But here in these examples you can see that primary auxiliary has become the main verb. These are the examples of primary auxiliary, but this has become main verb here. That's why it is not a primary auxiliary. It is actually linking verb. So this is the difference that you need to understand. So now we will understand linking verbs. Linking verbs. Linking verbs are said to be linking verbs are said to be verbs of incomplete predication. What are linking verbs? Linking verbs are said to be verbs of incomplete predication. What does it mean? It means they don't take an object after them but take a complement. But they take a complement. There are certain linking verbs. Linking verbs of the form be and linking verbs of the form without be. Linking verbs of the form be. As we have understood some examples, so let us see some more examples. He is a teacher. He is a teacher. Here is a linking verb. It's a form of be. So it's a linking verb. He was my neighbor. He was my neighbor. My father is happy. My father is happy. They were my friends. So here you can see these are the forms of be, is, was, were. These are the forms of. See one more example. I am your friend. So you can see the forms of is, am, are, was, were. These are used. You are my student. So you can see the forms of be, is, am, are, was, were. These are used, and these are used here as linking verbs. So there are two types of linking verbs. Linking verbs of the form be and linking verbs without the form be. So before we move further in the topic, let us have a quick recap. Linking verbs are said to be the verbs of incomplete predication. It means they don't take an object after them but take a complement. What is a complement? Everybody knows. Complement is any word that makes the sentence complete in meaning. So he is a teacher. Here teacher is a complement. It is added to give it full meaning. He was my neighbor. My neighbor is a complement. My father is happy. So happy is a complement. They were my friends. My friends is a complement. I am your friend. You are my student. So these are all linking verbs and they are taking complements after them. Linking verbs will not take any object. So I hope it is clear till now. Those who want to write it, they may write. And now we will move further with some other examples. There are certain verbs which are also used as linking verbs, and they take some adjective or some participle as their complement. For example, there are certain verbs like go, get, grow, come, feed, run, which take an adjective or a participle as their complement. These verbs work like linking verbs, and they will take some adjective, some participle as their complement. Now you can see the example. Example, they ran short of the stock. They ran short of the stock. Here, this is adjective. He went wrong in his calculation. He went wrong in his calculation. Here again it is adjective. He felt tired. This is participle. Example, he came first in the class. He came first in the class. Here first is adjective. My friend grew thirsty. My friend grew thirsty. This is the adjective. Now you just see these examples. The police got the details. The police got the clue. The police got diverted in its path. So here diverted is participle. So here you can see these in these examples. Let us have a quick recap. There are certain verbs like go, get, grow, come, feel and run. These take an adjective or a participle as their complement. These are our linking verbs. They ran. They ran sort of the stock. This is adjective. Sort is adjective. He went wrong in his calculation. He felt tired. Wrong is also adjective. He felt tired. This is a participle. He came first in the class. First is used as an adjective. My friend grew thirsty. Thirsty is the adjective. The police got diverted, and here it is participle. So those who want to write, they may write, and then we will proceed further in the linking verbs. We will understand there are some other linking verbs. They are also used. They also take certain complements. So what are these? Let us understand. Another type, these are the verbs which will take certain noun phrase, adjective as well as participle for as their complement after them, like look, appear, seem, remain, become. These verbs take an adjective, a noun phrase or a participle as their complement. Example, you look happy. You look happy. Happy is adjective. My father appears tired. My father appears tired. This is participle. This is participle. He remained angry. He remained angry. This is adjective. He became a leader. So here you can see a leader of masses. Here you can see a noun phrase is used. A noun phrase is used. You can see these examples. You look happy. Here adjective is used. My father appears tired. Participle is used. He remained angry. Here adjective is used. He became a leader of masses. a noun phrase is used. So I hope you have understood what are linking verbs. Now there is one basic difference between linking verbs and intransitive verbs. Intransitive verbs also don't take an object, but they don't take a complement also. But linking verbs don't take an object, but they take the complement. Intransitive don't take the object, don't take the complement. This is the difference. So I hope you have understood. Today we understood linking verbs and primary auxiliaries. So if you have understood it, you like this, then you can share and subscribe the channel. If you are a new one, if you are the old one, then you can recommend it to your friends. So you just wait for some other class. We will understand some other type of verbs which are also very important and related to finite verbs in the next class. In the next class, we will understand strong and weak verbs, which are also called, strong verbs are called irregular verbs and weak verbs are called regular verbs. So we will be discussing them. We will be discussing some troublesome verbs also in the next class. So we will discuss some phrasal verbs also. So these things will be discussed in the next class. Thank you for watching this, and I once again ask you that you recommend this channel to your friends. If you are a new one, you can subscribe the channel. Okay, once again, thank you.